If you ever Googled my name or saw my name on some real estate listings, you'd see the word realtor. But that's not who I am. See, I grew up in Bucks County. When I first started working, I was a busboy, a waiter, bartender, secretary, furniture salesman, pool installer, landscaper, who knows what. Done it all. Sales, I've done. Furniture sales, clothing sales. Now I'm a realtor. During that time, I always liked to work with small businesses. It was something about the people, the stories, the camaraderie that's always attracted to me. See, I grew up in Bristol Borough, which is another small town, very tight-knit, blue-collar. My father was a small business owner. My mother worked for a small business, and that was something very important to me. You knew your baker. You knew your butcher. You knew everyone. You knew all their stories. Jeweler. I got a guy for everything. And that's how my life has been so far. I usually have someone for everything. And those small stories, those people are what Bucks County means a lot to me. See, I had this idea in 2020 to start this podcast, non-real estate related. Let's just be clear. This podcast is not about real estate. This podcast is about small businesses, communities, charities, everything that shapes Bucks County and why it's so great to live here. So, back to 2020. It was middle of COVID. I'm homeschooling my boys. Like a lot of us were homeschooling. We don't know what we're doing. Real estate's really stark right now because of COVID. I'm going through a divorce, which was horrible. So the idea of this podcast had to be put on the back burner. A couple years later, getting out of COVID, getting back into the business. 2023, I finally get divorced, but I'm in the middle of homeschooling my kid. So this podcast had to be put on the back burner. 2024, I'm still homeschooling. I finally get to buy a home for my boys and my partner. So again, put on the back burner. 2025, still homeschooling, fighting with the school district. And that's not what this podcast is about, by the way. I get engaged and I get married. So 2025 was a whirlwind, 2024 was a whirlwind, all that. Now it's 2026. We're living in a time, for me anyway, hopefully, God willing, a little bit more stable of a time where I could do what I always wanted to do, was talk to people, show the stories of Bucks County, showcase them, and showcase to you why Bucks County means a lot to me, and it should mean a lot to you. So the podcast is going to be growing. We're going to have lots of people on, hopefully, different businesses, charities, events, all walks of life, telling their stories and telling you why Bucks County is such a great place to live. And I hope you join me on this journey. This podcast is going to be something that I think that you will tune into. Again, it's not a real estate podcast. We're not doing anything like that. But this is something that you can tune into. This is something you can enjoy. This is something that you can listen to, and hopefully you be a part of. So subscribe to the podcast on all the channels. Share it with your friends. And if you're looking to be on the podcast, let me know. Hit me up, and then please join me on this. My name is Anthony Paul Pinto, and welcome to Bucks Co-Living. Thanks for joining the podcast today. If you want to hear more, click the link below and check out our other episodes. If you're looking to be on the podcast, feel free to reach out to me, DM me, whatever you need to do. I'd love to hear your voice. I'd love to share your stories. Have a good one.